Hello street karters, Toughmonkey here. It's party time. Wash your best race suit and polish your helmet. It's new track time. And it's a cracker. Salbris. Coming to you in 3 different flavours. We've got the North Circuit, we've got the South Circuit, and we've got what we're going to be using more often than not, the full FIA accredited International Circuit. It's an absolute belter. Now for this video I'm going to split it into 2 parts. First part, tutorial. I'm going to run through 2 laps with my Zanardi with a Google satellite image overlay so you can see what's going on with the track as we approach the corners. And then secondly, if you stick around till the end, I'm going to show a couple of runs I did in one of the live meets. Now in the tutorial I'm using my standard Zanardi kart, which I'm using in PRJ class at the moment. That is a used Perilla engine and SK Works Radiator. The exhaust is a power finger level 4. For the runs at the end, that's going to be in a Rosberg, and other than the fact that it's in a Rosberg, it's exactly the same kart setup, same engine, same exhaust, everything's the same. I'm going to use LeCont soft tyres, and I'll be using 100 octane fuel. So let's have a look. Okay, Salbris. Nestled in the heart of France, it's one of a number of world-class karting circuits in France. And with the help of Google Earth, we're going to take an in-depth look at it as we do a couple of laps of Salbris. Okay, onto the start-finish straight for the first time, avoiding the nasty bump if you can. Now, I usually aim to get as close to this curb as I possibly can. You can monster it, but it will unsettle your car and there is a danger of it pushing you out onto the grass. Coming up next is the first of one of many deceptive corners on this track. While later corners, they open up after a tight entrance, this gets tighter as you go into it. That means it lulls you into taking an early apex, which compromises your exit speed. So here you want to take a later line and cut back in, try and aim just to the left of this tyre wall, and that'll get you out on the right hand side of the track, which opens up the next left-hander brilliantly. Quickly get over to the right hand side of the track for the next left-hander and yank the steering round. Hook this curb, this is the secret, and there's a few curbs like this on this circuit. If you can hook this curb, it will drag the kart around, but do remember to open up your steering before you leave the corner, otherwise it will continue to drag you around the corner and spin you out. This next corner, very important. Very long straight coming up straight after it, so you need to have maximum speed coming out of it. That means if you need to sacrifice your entry speed to get maximum speed out of it, do that. Nothing for you to do here except straight line it towards this long corner coming up here. This is deceptive as well. Very easy to run deep and go out onto the grass, but also very easy to cut this corner too fine and compromise your exit for the next corner. Look at the satellite image on the left hand side. You can see the racing line. Follow that. This next corner, it's very tricky. You've got to brake early, turn early, and then open up the steering early to maximise your drive out of the corner. I'll slow this down and you can see how I yank the steering across and then immediately open the steering up. This prevents the engine from bogging down and gives you the best drive out of the corner. The next corner is just about keeping it tidy. Keep the revs up, keep the momentum up, run wide onto the curb and set yourself up over this next curb for the trickiest corner on the track. Take as much curb as you can through here to give you the widest possible entry into this left-hander here. Believe me, you're going to get this wrong over and over and over and over and over again. That corner is a swine. Anyway, we're nearly at the end of the lap now. Just a couple more corners to go. Brake early for this corner. If you can, hook your wheels over that curb like we've done on previous corners. It really helps bring the car around, but do remember to open up the steering, otherwise you run the risk of spinning. Just be careful not to run too wide as you exit this corner. If you get onto the grass there, you'll begin to slide and lose momentum. And now the final corner, and there's a lot going on here. There's almost 3 parts to this corner: the entrance, the middle and the exit. Do you go in fast and run the wall of death around the outside, or do you brake a little bit early, take a tighter line and keep things tidy? But whichever way you favour, attack it from the extreme left. Just watch those cones, they're closer than you think. A fast entry into the first part of the corner is only going to provoke understeer, and you're going to be running the wall of death as you exit the second part of the corner. But you may carry more speed on that longer line. However, if you take a slightly tighter line, brake a little bit earlier, you can hook the curb on the second part of the corner. It'll be slightly slower, but it's a shorter line. That's up to you. And the last part of the corner? That's easy, right? No, it's got one last sting in the tail. A nasty little bump which is going to want to spit you out. So whatever you do, make sure you're pointing straight down the track and not off towards the grass. And then, head down, head towards the line, and that is a lap of Salbris. So let's watch a full lap through. We've monstered the first corner. Into corner 2, a late entry, you skirt that tyre wall on the right hand side. Into turn 3, just missed hooking the wheels over the curb. But into turn 4, that's a nice entrance. Go over the first curb, over the second curb. If you're too far to the right on that curb, it will unsettle the kart, so go fully committed over it. Early turn into this corner, kept a nice tight line. Early on the brakes into this one, and then open up the throttle, open up the steering, get a nice exit. Early on the brakes here, nice and tight, let it run out wide, and then get ready for the complicated section here. Over the curb there, monster the approach curb here, carried plenty of speed through there, that was pretty good. Keep it over on the right hand side and an early brake. Do I hook the curb? No, not quite there. Get over to the left hand side there, nice early turn in and carry as much speed as you possibly can. Straighten it up for the bump and there you go, another lap in the bank at Salbris. There's a lot to learn here. It's a very fast track when you learn how to unlock the speed. So as promised, here's a couple of runs I did on a current race meet. If you want to see my setup, it's in between the two runs. I'm posting both of these runs because I want to show you that I'm not perfect straight from the start. It does take me a little while to warm up. For example, these first 2 laps here aren't very good at all. It just took me a little while to understand what the conditions were like, what the grip levels were like. I was cutting grass, I was sliding around, it wasn't good. But you'll see from the 3rd lap onwards, it suddenly clicks into place and I'm feeling comfortable with the kart. I went for another run after this and it was much better. So that's Salbris. I think you're going to enjoy it. As always, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll keep doing these videos for you. If you've got any questions, down there, and we'll try and help you out. See you next time.